All right, a quick comparison between the MantisPod Pro and the MantisPod 2.0. Both are really good selfie stick tripods, but I would say that the MantisPod 2.0 is not necessarily an upgrade to the MantisPod Pro for the following reasons. I think the number one main reason why you would get this one is because of the wireless remote, which is actually really good. And you can just put it here in the handle, so it's good for vlogging. However, my main complaint about this is that I'm not 100% sure that this will stay secure in the handle, and it might fall out and you might lose it because it's not backed by any magnet or anything like that, or clip-on. It just stays in there. It's okay for now, won't fall out, but I don't know if this might get loose over time. The other thing you'll notice is that the MantisPod 2.0 is made out of plastic, a much cheaper plastic, rather than the more robust metal on the MantisPod Pro. I think the benefit of that is that it makes the cost of it go down a lot. At the time of this recording, this is about $80 to $90. This one is about $140 to $150. So it is also a little bit lighter because of that, but again, it's a cheaper plastic. I'm much more confident that this will last much longer, but that's not to say that the plastic isn't bad. The other thing about this, pretty much everything else works exactly the same as the MantisPod Pro. The trade-off from the remote is that you lose this feature, this function of being able to put your ball head into this hot shoe mount right here so that you can get the extended handle mode, like so, like that. But I mean, if you don't, I never really used this configuration to begin with, but that is one consideration of this. And the other thing is that the MantisPod Pro comes with, it comes together with, oh, I already put it on here. It comes together with the phone holder that the MantisPod 2.0 doesn't come with, but it does support getting a full phone holder if you purchase it separately. So the Pro actually comes with the phone holder. That you can just put right there. My biggest complaint and reason why I would select the Pro over the 2.0 is how the ball head works. The Pro actually has a latch to loosen up the ball head that allows it to be opposable. It's actually pretty robust and pretty stable, and you can kind of get varying degrees of how stable you want it to be before it becomes very loose. It has to come out pretty much all the way, and once it's secured, it's pretty tight in there. You can't move it. However, this one uses a knob instead. I don't know why they changed the design, but my biggest worry about this is that once you get it a little loose, you can see that it just becomes flat out, just wobbles. So if you have kind of a heavier camera, if you're not ready for it and you loosen the top, you might lose balance and could potentially drop your camera if you're not ready for it. So that's my biggest complaint of this. I much prefer the Pro ball head. One thing that you can do though is that the ball head is attached on the MantisPod Pro 2.0 using a 1/4-inch screw here. And this one also has a 1/4-inch screw here along with the cold shoe, but you can just kind of combine these if you have both, or if you purchase the ball head separately. So now you can have kind of best of both worlds. The very last thing that I would say is that the MantisPod 2.0 does not have a wrist strap loop right here that the Pro does have, and I use this wrist strap a lot. You know, you never know if you might accidentally drop your camera, or someone might try to steal it from you or something like that. So having it tethered to the wrist is a big deal. does not exist anywhere on the MantisPod 2.0 that I could find, at least. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But other than that, yeah, they're both really good.
Using it on a Sony camera or another couple different types of actual cameras, the zoom in, zoom out, record button actually works too. So the remote is removable and activated. Like I said, it's rechargeable and activated by Bluetooth. This guy itself is really nice. As you can see, it's very compact. We'll start at the top here. So it has a standard mount for camera. If you are using a phone, you'll have to get a secondary iPad holder, iPhone holder, to undo the mount here. You're just going to clip this here. So this comes out, screws into the mounting hole that's on every bottom of a camera. Like I said, if you need to, you get an iPhone mount yourself, and locks back in and has a locking mechanism there. The top here runs on a ball joint, so you can easily rotate this basically 180 degrees, any direction, including essentially horizontally or vertically. Tighten that up. Lower down on the product, you have a cold shoe mount for usually a microphone or a flash. To open the tripod, so this becomes a handle. Obviously, if you're filming, it's really nice. Ergonomically, it already has a nice design for a ergonomically for carrying as a video camera itself. So if you have your camera set up, you can do forward, zooming in, zooming out, recording, taking pictures. If you're not using it as a handle, the whole tripod itself begins to open up by pressing that button there. So then you have a full tripod. You press the big circle here. This will open it up fully, so it can be fully seated on the ground. It does not raise at all. So basically, wherever you end up putting this tripod, it's about 12 inches off the ground itself. So if you want this to raise, you're gonna have to sit it on top of something. But actually, a nice feature also inside is a built-in little clip, grabber clip. So you can actually hook this on like a ledge, chair ledge or anything else. So you have this ledge, and then you have these other two legs that'll press against a wall. So you can have basically a mount this way, and then you can angle down. So there is a nice integrated clip here. The overall tripod is very robust, and then when you're all done with it, compacts back down for easy storage. Overall, it's a great tripod and very useful if you're on the go, and especially if you're trying to both film by hand and having a bit of a rig that you need to be able to film by hand, but then occasionally you need to stabilize and put something on the ground with the tripod feature.
Okay, this is actually very cool, designed by PGYTECH, and you can see that camera mounts here. You can open and close, and the camera mounts here, and then you can lock it down so camera won't go anywhere. And then you can open the tripod like this, and then you can adjust the angle. And also, not only that, if camera doesn't have a cold shoe for the microphone, you can mount it here, and the microphone will actually mount here, the camera will be mounted here. You can also hang it through the fence or something, and then mount the camera here, because you can also adjust the angle, so this will stay like this, and then camera will be like here. So it's a pretty cool design. I use this more than GorillaPod. It actually looks like a vlog camera. You can hold it like this and vlog, basically.